Bitch, get up. Someone yelled while throwing cold water on a boy, a beautiful boy who was sleeping peacefully. His bang was touching his face, giving him athletic beauty. He looked so cute and innocent. Who is he? He is Park Jimin. He was only heir of Park. Park was forced to adopt him because Mr. Park's mother saw Jimin. And he loved Jimin, so he forced to adopt Jimin, and moreover, Parks don't have any children. At first they treated Jimin so well because mother of Mr. Park used to live with them, but when she died they started to treat Jimin like trash. Jimin gasped while sitting on bed. Get up and go to your work, Mrs. Park yelled. Okay, Mom, Jimin uttered scaredly. He got up and went to the washroom. After getting flushed, he went downstairs. He came in the dining room and said, My breakfast? Jimin questioned scaredly. You aren't getting any breakfast. Just get lost, Mrs. Park said. Sorry, Mom. I'm hungry. Please, Jimin said. I don't care. Get out of here, Mrs. Park said. Jimin was about to go when Mr. Park said, Wait, boy, Mr. Park said. Jimin stopped on his place. Come here, Mr. Park said. Jimin went to him and uttered, Yes, Appa. Jimin said, I want money today. Ask your boss to give your salary, Mr. Park said. But it's not end of the month, Jimin said. I don't care, bitch. I want money, Mr. Park said. Okay, Jimin said. He went from there. He was walking on the road while thinking how to get money. What should I do? Jimin said. I can't ask for money. Boss will scold me, Jimin said. He melancholy looked at the sky and said, Why Amma left me? Why? Jimin said. I feel so alone and sad, God. Why you snapped my parents? Jimin said. Diamond starts to fall from his eyes. He realized he was standing on the road. He wiped his tears and starts to walk. Soon he reached at the cafe and went inside. He works at a cafe to earn money. Hey Jimin, his friend whose name is Sobin said. Hi Sobini, Jimin said. You look sad today. Something happened? Sobin said. You know what happens daily. Jimin said. I hate your uncle and aunt. Sobin said. Us, Jimin said. They both started to laugh. After some time, let's talk work now. See, customers are coming, Sobin said. Yes, let's start, Jimin said. They both started to do their work. After some time, the man came and Sobin said, Minnie, I have to use washroom. Please take that customer's order. Sobin said, All right, go, Jimin said. He went to that customer. Hello, sir. Welcome to Sunshine Restaurant. What do you need? Jimin said. The man looked up at Jimin's face and he got lost in Jimin's beauty. Sir? Jimin said, but that man didn't say anything. Jimin hesitatingly shook him. That man came out of his thoughts and said, Yes, that man said. Sir, you order, Jimin said. Order? Do you service? That man mumbled. Huh? What did you say? I couldn't hear, Jimin said. Bring 2 coffees and 2 red velvet pastries, that man said. All right, sir, your order will arrive soon, Jimin said. He bowed and left from there. What's wrong with you, Yoongi? A boy named as Jungkook said. Nothing, Yoongi said. You like that boy, don't you? Jungkook said while smirking. Shut up, Cook. I'm a dangerous mafia. I don't have feelings, Yoongi said. I believe you didn't have, but now after seeing that boy, you have, Jungkook said. Don't talk rubbish, Yoongi said. All right, then I'm buying that boy soon, Jungkook said while smirking. Don't you dare to, Yoongi said. Why? Jungkook said. I just said don't you dare. I will buy him, Yoongi said. And how? Jungkook said. I have my own ways, baby brother, Yoongi said while smirking. So my brother is finally in love, Jungkook said. Who said? Yoongi said. I can see it in your eyes, Jungkook said. Shut up, Yoongi said while rolling his eyes. Soon Jimin came there with their order. Here's your order, so enjoy your meal, Jimin said. He was about to go when Yoongi held his wrist. Jimin turned around and said, Do you need any help, sir? Jimin said, Actually, can I know your name? Yoongi said. Jimin felt bad, but he said, I'm Jimin, Park Jimin. Jimin said while smiling. Thank you for this meal, Jimin, Yoongi said. Hope you will enjoy. Can you leave my wrist? I have to go, Jimin said. Yoongi realized he was holding Jimin's wrist from too long. He left Jimin's wrist and said, I'm sorry, Yoongi said. It's alright, sir, Jimin said. He bowed and went from there. Cute, so cute, Jungkook is more cuter than you, Yoongi said. He was smiling like crazy. What did you say? Jungkook said while raising his one eyebrow. Yoongi cleared his toes and said, nothing, baby brother. Yoongi said, Mimi, let's eat and go, you crazy mafia, Jungkook said. I'm not crazy, Yoongi said. I can't believe you are mafia king. People are so scared of you, but here, look at your behavior, just like a little baby, Jungkook said. I will beat you up here now. Shut up, Yoongi said. Whatever, I stated the fact, Jungkook said. Yoongi just rolled his eyes. Soon they both finished their meal and went from there. At midnight here, both brothers were sitting in living room when Yoongi said, Guard, Yoongi said. Soon one of the guards came to the living room. Yes, sir, guard said. You remember Mr. Park who have to give our money? Yoongi said. Yes, sir, guard said. Do we have any son? Check his all information, Yoongi said. All right, sir, guard said. He bowed and left from there. Seriously, Yoongi, you want that guy? Jungkook said. Yes, so what I want him. He's so cute. Yoongi said. You are in love. I can't believe, Jungkook said. Why can't I fall in love? Yoongi said while raising an eyebrow. I thought you were straight. You love girls, Jungkook said. I never confessed to any girl. Then how can you think this? Yoongi said. I just thought. I don't know why, Jungkook said. Leave it. You wanna eat something? Yoongi said. You will cook for me? Jungkook said. Yes, I'm in mood to cook today, Yoongi said. Can I call my Tete as well? Jungkook said. No way, I can't hear his shouts all night, Yoongi said. I'll be gentle on him, please, Jungkook said. Fine, call him, Yoongi said. Thank you, Yoongi, Jungkook said while showing his bunny smile. Tell me what you wanna eat, Yoongi said. Can you make pizza? Jungkook said. Sure, baby bro, Yoongi said. He went to the kitchen to make pizza. Meanwhile, Jungkook called Taehyung to come. After 1 hour, Yoongi came outside with pizza and saw Taehyung sitting on Jungkook's lap. Hi Hyung, Taehyung said. Hi bear, Yoongi said. Here, have pizza babies, Yoongi said. He served them and he himself also starts to eat. After some time, a guard entered inside the living room, sir. Guard said. Yes, Yoongi said. We found all information. Mr. Park have one adopted son. He is Park Jimin. He works at Sunshine Cafe. Guard said. See, cook, I found him, Yoongi said. Good for you, Jungkook said while eating his pizza. Take out car, we are going to Park's house, Yoongi said. Okay, sir, guard said. He bowed and left from there. I'm going, kids. Take care, I will coming back soon, Yoongi said. He got up and went from there. What is he going to do? Taehyung said. He saw a boy at cafe and he loves him, Jungkook said. Wow, I can't believe Merciless Mafia Yoongi loves someone, Taehyung said. I also wasn't able to believe, Jungkook said. Well, what happened to that friends of yours? Jungkook said. Which friend? Taehyung said. Whose parents abused him, Jungkook said. I told him to stay with me, but he don't agree, Taehyung said. Don't worry, we will talk our solution soon, Jungkook said. Yes, we will, Taehyung said. Meanwhile, with Jimin came home being all scared. He was about to go living room and come here, Mr. Park yelled. Jimin cursed under his breath and went to living room. Yes, Dad, Jimin said. Money? Mr. Park said. Jimin looked down and said, I didn't got it. Jimin said. Mr. Park furiously got up and slapped Jimin. Go to your room and kneel down there, Mr. Park said. Jimin immediately ran to his room. He came to his room and knelt down. Soon Mr. Park came inside with leather belt, Jimin gloves, sing belt, and Mr. Park said, strip. Mr. Park said, huh? Jimin said, I said, strip yourself, Mr. Park yelled. Jimin knew he can't run from this situation, so he stripped himself. He took all of his clothes except boxers. Take them off, Mr. Park said. Please let me keep it. Jimin said. Mr. Park angrily went to him and removed his boxers. He started to beat Jimin with leather belt all over his body. Jimin just screamed and cried in pain. After 45 minutes, Mr. Park got tired and went from there. Jimin tiredly got up from the floor while crying. He weighed his clothes and laid on the bed. He started to cry his heart out. Meanwhile, Yoongi reached Park's house and now he was sitting in the living room. As you know, you have to give my money, Yoongi said. Sir, we will give it back once my son will get his salary, Mr. Park said. Let me complete. I don't want money anymore. Let's make a deal, Yoongi said. What deal? Mr. Park said. I don't want money. Instead, I want your son. Yoongi said. My son? Mr. Park said. Yes, your son, Park Jimin, Yoongi said. Alright, you can take him, Mr. Park said. Yoongi felt so angry that how a father agreed to give his son. He thought to leave this matter for some time, then said, bring him from his room and take him to the mansion in another car. Yoongi said. Okay, boss, Car said. He went from there and Gar went to Jimin's room. Jimin was lying in his room and guards came inside. He tiredly got up and said, what do you want? Jimin said, come with us. One of the guards said, what? Why? Jimin said, your parents sold you to the mafia king. Gar said, Jimin felt so bad that you said that his parents sold him. Anyhow, Jimin wasn't ready to go, but Gar somehow took him. At Min's mansion, they took Jimin to the living room and Jimin saw three boys sitting on the couch. Tae, Jimin said. He ran to Taehyung and hugged him. Tae, say me, Jimin said. Jimin, what are you doing here? Taehyung said. They both are best friends, no one knows. Mafia king bought me, Jimin said. Wait a minute. How you know him, Tae? Jungkook said. He is my dad friend whose parents abuse him, Taehyung said. It means your best friend and Yoongi-hyung's lover is same? Jungkook said. Jimin, listen, my mochi, don't be scared, Taehyung said. He broke the hug and made Jimin sit on the couch. Listen now, see this guy, Taehyung said while pointing at Yoongi. Jimin looked up and saw Yoongi. Sir, you? Jimin said. You know him? Taehyung said. Yes, he came at cafe today. I served him and this boy as well, Jimin said. He's Min Yoongi. He's Mafia Kim who bought you and he's Min Jungkook. He's my boyfriend, Taehyung said. Why you bought me, sir? Jimin said. Jimin, I like you, Yoongi said. Jimin didn't say anything. I promise I won't hurt you and from now on you will stay with me here, Yoongi said. Jimin again didn't say anything. He needs time, Taehyung said. I understand. Take him to the room, Yoongi said. He took Jimin to the room. In the room, Jimin, listen, Yoongi is not a bad guy. He loves you, Taehyung said. But I don't love him, Jimin said. Believe me, he will make you fail, Taehyung said. Alright, I will stay here, Jimin said. That's like my best friend, Taehyung said. Time skips after a month. In this hall, my Yoongi took care of Jimin. The way Yoongi treated Jimin softly make him fall for Yoongi. Jimin also starts to love Yoongi and even he confessed it. Within 3 months, they got married and started to live happily with each other. Yoongi always take care of Jimin. One day, Jimin was standing in balcony when Yoongi came there. What happened, love? Yoongi said. I was just thinking about my step-parents, Yoongi said. Don't think about shit, Yoongi said. You know, Yoongi, how much they abuse me, Jimin said as his eyes got teary. Don't cry, your hubby will take your revenge, Yoongi said. He somehow calmed Jimin and made him sleep. He then told Gar to bring Parks as he said he will take revenge in the basement. Why you brought us here? Mrs. Park said. To take revenge of my Jimin. Yoongi said. What? Mr. Park said. How dare you both to abuse my love? Yoongi said. He took iron rod and started to beat them. After half hour, he stopped and took out his gun and was about to shoot when, Son, please leave us, Mrs. Park said. Never. Yoongi said he was about to shoot again when he heard, I will do this, Jimin said from the behind. Baby, why you come here? Yoongi said. I want to take my revenge, Yoongi, Jimin said. As you wish, Yoongi said while smirking. He handed gun to Jimin. Son, please leave us, Mr. Park said. Never, I will never, Jimin said. He shooted both of them on their heads. Yoongi pulled Jimin by his waist and kissed him. After some time, he broke this kiss and said, my brave love, Yoongi said. I love you, Yoongi. Jimin said, I love you more, Yoongi said. The end.